comment, like, and subscribe. Hey, good morning YouTube. So this video about to watch is about the 68 Dodge Charger. For those of you that don't know, I had this car for sale. I listed it basically a couple days ago on eBay, and within 24 hours I had 8 different offers on it. But the first one that actually reached out to me in an email and was willing to give me a deposit is who I sold the car to. So I've got a deposit right now, pending him coming through with the rest of the money, and then he's gonna make arrangements to have this shipped to Connecticut. What's most interesting is as soon as I ended my eBay auction, I had other people trying to make me offers and stuff, and another gentleman, because I wouldn't answer him, ran me down on Instagram and sent me a message and said, I'll pay your asking price. Now, the asking price when I closed my eBay auction was $88,000, so the guy who's buying it didn't quite pay that. And so, you know, if I told the guy, if this guy doesn't work out for some reason, I'll let you know, but I feel like this guy's pretty serious. So what I'm doing today in this video is I'm taking the Charger and I'm putting it on 87 octane. The buyer said he didn't really have ethanol up there, wants to be able to run like just cheap pump gas, drive it everywhere he wants to go. I said that's not a problem. I just have to change some things around. So in this video, you're gonna see me start out by pulling the Hellcat injectors out, which are 57 pounds, which is way too much for 87 octane. I go back to the 27 pound injectors that this Hemi had in it originally. And then I raise it up. I drain all the ethanol out by taking a battery and jumping the fuel pump. And I pump literally like 15 gallons because I just filled this thing up with ethanol out. And then I put 87 in it. I went up to the store, I filled up on 87, I drove it around, and I tweaked the timing a little bit. I had an initial tune in it, which ran really good. I pulled some timing out, and then as I was driving it and getting on it, it was spinning the tires, it was fine, but when it hooked up and started going under wide open throttle, had a little bit of spark knock, so I pulled a little bit more timing out of it and got the air fuel where I want it, and this thing's running great. Fires right up, cruises great, runs great. So again, it's on the lower end of the horsepower with 87, but it's still enough to smoke tires and have fun in it. So anyway, I hope you enjoy the video. I'll probably have another follow-up video after the car actually gets sold and it's leaving. I'll do a video about that, but this may be the final days. You'll see the Charger here in my fleet, which is the good news, bad news. You know, this is my dream car. I bought it in remembrance of my dad, but the reason I'm selling it is because I'm sending my daughter to college. Don't want her to have college debt, student debt, things like that. So sometimes you gotta make sacrifices, and this is the one for the family, so that's why this car has to go. But I feel like my dad would approve for what I'm doing with it, so that's why I'm selling the car. But it's a really beautiful car. I'm really gonna miss this car. It took me forever to find it, but all good things come to an end is what they say, right? All right, hope you enjoy the video. Let me know if any questions. We'll talk to you soon. So what we're doing here, we're taking the stock injectors. I put a little bit of Vaseline around the O-rings, just make sure they slide in properly and they don't tear, so no leaks. I'm gonna put all these in, and then boom, we'll be good to go. Next step, which will be draining that ethanol out. All right, so I hooked up an extra fuel line from the regulator, going down here into my bucket. As you can see there comes the ethanol. Now to trick it, basically I took a pair of jumper cables from a battery I've got hooked to the frame, and I took the positive wire and hooked right up there to the fuel pump. so I can just run as much as I want. So, long tedious task of emptying this tank because it was slam full. Stay tuned. Alright, so I'm down to the end. That's my third 5-gallon jug of E85. And then what I did was, when it started running empty, nothing else coming out, this is 93 octane. I put a gallon in the tank, raised it back up, and put it in here. I got the pump running now. And what I'm doing is just finishing up all the fuel out of it. See there? All we're doing now, we're just making sure that what's residual in there is 93 octane, because that's what I had. No ethanol left in it. So now that this is done, I can unhook all my contraption here, my battery and the wires, take this extra line off, put my normal line back on, load the new tune in it, go get 5 gallons of 87, put it in there, and then we should be able to fire this thing up and go test drive it. But that's how you get the fuel out of your car. And of course, I had just filled it up. Go figure. Just like that, got 4 gallons of 87 octane in it. Now to load the tune and fire it up. So there's 2 cords in the glove box. One says Holly, that plugs into your laptop like so, and then you got to turn the key on to turn on the computer. And then once we do that, you'll see it says USB link. We click that, and we want to send this to the ECU. It's writing the files there. Yep, we got to cycle the ignition because we changed stuff. So cycle it off. Okay, and then back on. All right, I heard the fuel pump prompt, so let's see what happens. Look at there. All right, let's go here. Let's check our gauges here. RPM and everything there. Our air fuel table's around low 14s, high 13s, which is normal. It's gonna learn, so it's gonna go through the stages here. But right now, we are good to go. I'll check for any leaks, and we'll go for a test drive. But it is now back on pump gas, 87 octane. All right, let's see, reconnect this. All right, now we're live. See our gauges there. All right, let's go put some gas in this thing, shall we? These green gauges and the radio matches, right? Check out the bright lights. With the foot pedal. Don't see many of those anymore. See, my gas gauge is on empty, so we're gonna have to let it run and warm up. Hopefully we got enough to get up there like the Mustang without it trying to cut off because it was so low. It runs pretty good for 87 octane, I'm telling you. All right, let me concentrate on driving. We'll be at the gas station. All right, so we got some sweet 87 octane going in it. Made it here to the gas station, no problem. These gas station lights just hit different, don't they? All right, just cranked it back up. Sitting here at the gas station. The gas gauge is moving on over, no problem, because it took exactly 16.5 gallons and I already had like 2 gallons in it, so it's about a 17-18 gallon tank. All right, so don't need to check the tune anymore. That's all right. Unplug that, and we will head out. How about those that light up too, right? All right, you can see the gas gauge has now made it to full. Hood light working though when you turn the turn signal on. I know you like that. Oh yeah. It's running great. 87 octane for the win. No spark knock. Sounds great. So I pulled some timing out of it, got the air fuel set. This thing is ready to go. Get back to the house and let the potential buyer know what's up. All right, so it's the next day. I drove it last night. Had a little spark knock when it got under load. I pulled some timing out, but I didn't get a chance to drive it, so I'm gonna drive it today. Got my laptop hooked up in case I need to make any more adjustments. And let's see how the cold start is on this thing. Wow, that's nice. So it definitely starts better on pump gas than 85, which is normal. But yeah, fired right up. So we'll let it warm up, go for a test drive, see how it likes the less timing in it under load. Well, the cruising aspect is great. Runs smooth, shifts good. Runs great. I like it. I like it. Runs really good. Last night it was just a hint of spark knock, so I pulled a few more degrees out, and now it's spot on. Works better than most cars that I've had. So this thing is ready. If you ever want to drive on 87 octane, now's your chance. Runs great. Nice and smooth. Shifts great. Here we are cruising. Overdrive's on. We're running 64s, turning about 2300. See all the gauges work, oil pressure, temperature, charging, everything's great. Alright, so I just got back test drive, timing set, everything's good on the tune. I got the air running. Gonna show you the temperature on this thing. So the air conditioning works great. And you gotta be careful, these
push buttons are really fragile, so you just push it off. That's your fan, and all the way down is cold, and if you grab this, pull it all the way up, that's hot, but we want it on cold this time of the year. So there you go. Air conditioning's ready, tune's ready. It's time for it to go to its new home.